Hi, it's Johnny here from Aspire Boxing Health and Fitness. When talking about fasting, I find some people come up with myths that they have heard and why it is not good for us to do fasting for weight loss or to improve our health. I totally understand because I thought the same thing before starting this journey. But the more I studied it, the more it made sense. And then when I slowly started to implement it into my lifestyle, I understood the benefits. Now please remember, I come from an Italian background, so food is big in our culture. But a book I read called The Obesity Code by Dr. Jason Fung changed the way I looked at it. So I will share with you 6 myths of fasting and give you insights on it. Myth number 1. Fasting puts you in starvation mode. If short-term fasting dropped our metabolism, us as humans would have not likely survived. Back in caveman times, during winter months, there would have been many days where food was not readily available. At first, you would experience weakness as your metabolism would fall. Once experienced a few more times, you would become so weak that you would not have the energy to be able to hunt and gather food, thus becoming more weaker. Now, if this cycle was true, us as a human species would have not survived. Our bodies do not shut down during short-term fasting, as it does the complete opposite, and our metabolisms increase from a survival point. When we choose not to eat, our bodies then use stored energy, so we have the energy to find more food. Our bodies switch from food to body fat, hence why we have body fat, so our body uses it for energy when food is not available. Myth number 2. Fasting makes you burn muscle. Myth that fasting burns muscle, and if we don't eat, it will use our muscle for energy. This is untrue, as the muscle is preserved until body fat becomes so low that it has no choice but to use muscle. In this case, we are looking at 4% body fat. Again, if we didn't preserve muscle in caveman time, we wouldn't be alive today. As to survive and to hunt, the switch from body fat to muscle gave out the energy to hunt, but also survive during the cold winter months to keep us warm. If muscle went first, we would be made up of just fat. The fact is, fasting increases muscle as it helps maintain body mass and preserves bone density. But remember that you still need to exercise to increase muscle mass and to aid bone density. Myth number 3. Fasting causes low blood sugar. Our bodies are smart, and when fasting, it doesn't let our blood sugar levels go low. Our body adapts, as this is the case when we sleep each night, as the body maintains our blood sugar levels to normal as we are fasting during the night. Now, how does this happen? Well, our body breaks down glycogen in the liver to provide glucose. Now, if you fast longer than 24 to 36 hours, your glycogen does lower. Then your body will use glucose that we have stored as body fat, and then this is what the liver produces, so our glucose levels don't drop. Even with longer fasts, it will not lower blood sugar levels. Myth number 4. Fasting results in overeating. Now, I've heard this one myself, and for someone who does do daily fast, this is not the case. To be honest, I have found that my appetite tends to decrease as my fasting times increase. I found that I can't consume as many calories as I did before introducing fasting into my lifestyle. Studies of caloric intake have shown that a slight increase on the first day after a 1-day fast. Caloric intake increased from 2,436 to 2,914, But if you add both days together, it comes to 4,872. So you will still be in a deficit of 1,958 calories. That 1 day increase doesn't even come close to what would have been consumed in a normal 2-day period. Myth number 5. Fasting deprives the body of nutrients. Going off what I firstly have read and then implemented into my daily diet is before and after fasting, what helps is following a low carbohydrate diet, which means that you increase your protein and good fats. Now, why is this important? Well, when we are fasting, the body starts to lose both essential and amino acids and essential fatty acids, which is passed when we go to the toilet. There are certain proteins and fats that we need in our diet which are called essential and amino acids. These cannot be produced by the body and can only be done with our diet. So by consuming a low carbohydrate, high protein and good fats diet, you are getting the body ready to store nutrients during the fasting, and then again by consuming it after, you are actually restocking your body for both essential and amino acids and essential fatty acids in your body to survive. Long extended fasts will require multivitamins and sea salt in your water intake. Another way you can get more nutrients is actually make yourself a natural bone broth. Myth number 6. It's just crazy. You are always going to have people who think it is crazy, but the science is clear. The reason why people are overweight or obese these days is due to overeating, whether it be going over in your calorie intake, your carbohydrates, or your bad fats. Fasting actually helps these areas. Just think about it. If you didn't eat, wouldn't you think you would lose weight? Millions of people worldwide fast for weight loss and other health reasons. I highly recommend reading the book called The Complete Guide to Fasting by Dr. Jason Fung. As I'm not a doctor, but this book changed the way that I approach fasting with firstly myself and my clients. But I recommend talking to your doctor before starting this journey, especially if you are on any sort of medication. I don't recommend fasting for children, pregnant women, or women who are breastfeeding, and it is not a good option. So, I hope this insight about 6 myths of fasting has helped you. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to comment on the video below, or visit my website, which is under aspireboxinghf.com, or if you're on Facebook, visit my page, which is under Aspire Boxing Health and Fitness. Like it. Watch some of my other videos around tips around improving your health and fitness or your weight loss journey. So, from Johnny at Aspire Boxing Health and Fitness, I'm excited to hear from you soon. And also remember, aspire to be the best you.